Sorry, I was talking. Well, why do I ask for forgiveness? Well, it's politeness, I guess. Sorry, I was talking with someone on Discord. I'm now, because I wanted to paste the fucking stream start alert notice. Stream. And yeah, I wanted to look up this tweet. Let's see. I thought I had tweeted about it. I'm not sure what the tweet exactly was. Monaco arc? Fuck it. Maybe this could work. Ah, yeah, this tweet was. It was this tweet. MIT OCW. Hello, by the way, I'm recording a video where I'm going to record a video about making predictions about 2035. I'm not sure if you're Hanio. If you're Hanio, yesterday I said maybe I will keep talking about the game thing, but I changed my mind because I have been thinking about, well, I did some, you could say, progress on the game, not a lot, but yeah, I thought a little bit about it and I kind of developed the story, like the story of the actual game. So I didn't actually think about game design a lot. So I was like, I don't know, I don't have a lot to say about that kind of thing here. But I thought of another thing, and I thought of like making predictions about 2035, and I like those kind of videos, right? Okay, mention Mr. Beast here, mention Mr. Beast, yo. Yeah, so yeah, I like this kind of making predictions about, right, about what's going to happen, not only to myself, right? It's like, I like Mr. Beast, for example, has this kind of message for when I'm, let's see. Mr. Beast message to future or something like this. Yeah, dear future me. Hi me in 5 years. And this video has 126 million views.
At the time I'm recording this video, I have 8,000 subscribers and 1.8 million views. So whenever you see this, compare these numbers to whatever I have when you watch this.
What's up, guys? It's currently October 4th, 2015. Yes, I'm probably like a freaking grown man when you see this. I'm still in high school right now, and whoa, this camera's tilted. When you see this, I'm actually going to be in, I'm not going to be in college. This is going to be after college. Wow, dude, this is going to be crazy. It's 2015 for me right now. Dude, what if I'm dead? Dude, if I'm, oh, that'd be weird. That'd be so weird. Rip. That'd be really weird. But let's see. Dude, if I don't have a million subscribers when you see this video, my entire life has been a failure. I hope I have a million subs. I better have a million subscribers when you guys see this. Dude, that'd be... I don't even know what college I'm going to, but by the time you see this, I'll have finished high school, gone to college, probably be doing YouTube as a job, hopefully, maybe.
I'm thinking that it would be fun to make a video like this exactly, right? That's a lot of views for a video that I think doesn't sound that interesting. Come on. It's Mr. Beast, like the whole context makes it absolutely interesting, right? It's like...
I really hope I have a million subs by now. Please, future me, please. What am I doing with my hand? Please have a million subs. I probably should have thought about what I was going to say. Just, hey, hopefully have a million subs. And,
he says, I will probably have a million subs. And I think he had, when he had, like 3 years later, yeah, he had 100 million or something like this. It was fucking insane. He had 40 million subs.
Dude, I wonder if you still. All right, so I should be studying for history test, and I wonder if you remembers what grade I'm gonna get on this history test that I take tomorrow. That I'm not studying for because I'm making these videos. So I'm probably gonna do. If you still remember the grade I get on this history test, that's crazy. I better have a million when this goes public. Deuces. Not PewDiePie. Screw that. I don't want to do this ever again. See ya, future me.
That's crazy. Whoa. By the way, many of my short recommendations are like these fucking food videos, and they work because I have the like. Whenever I see one, I have like the immediate desire to watch it. If I had to write myself notes in school for what I want to do better in the following year, and my notes just goes worse and worse. Lol. That's funny. I guess you just didn't follow the notes, right? Maybe you weren't like connected or something, right, to the note process, because he's making a kind of a video to the future, right? So it's like he's already like locked in. He was making videos instead of studying for history, and then he was like, please have 1 million subscribers, and he has like 40 million. It's like he did it, right? He's interesting. Like in the beginning it was number 5 or 6 and stuff, and later it was only one of them, and in the end it was like, it was just chill. I don't care. Yeah, I want to make a video like that, like a message to future me, that I will also like make private, or like not private, but like that I will set to publish in like 10 years or something like this, right? To see where I'm at. And yeah, I also wanted to mention this kind of thing in here, not living in my parents' house. It's like my YouTube channel, right? My YouTube. I don't think this YouTube channel will be big. Won't be huge. Like, let's say I have, right now, I have on Twitter 2,000 followers or something like this, 1,700. I will have more or less like 2,000 subscribers. Like, maybe I will have like 1,000, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube, something like this, I think. That's kind of my guess, right? Is that I'll have like 2,000 subs on YouTube, etc. So, for example, Visa right now has those kind of subs. Oh, he has 5,000. But that it will be a channel like this, right? It has... ...200, 300, 200 views, something like this. And the comments are interesting, right?
So I
haven't watched this video. But yeah, it has like at least a couple of comments, right? So mine, I think mine will be kind of like this, maybe, right? it will be an archive like this. But I think, like, I really think I will have some other channel that is more popular, right? I think I will have found something to have, like, that gets a little bit popular, that hits on, like, the public consciousness in a little bit more, or that I will have found some kind of niche or something. I think that will have happened. I don't know the money situation of that. I don't think. I think I will probably still be doing like another thing or something like this. I don't know. That's my guess. In 10 years, 10 years is a lot of time. 11 years actually, because it's like 2035. Still making videos on youtube.com. Because I think, like I mentioned, a few comments. Hi, Visa. I guess you're wrong. Yeah. If it's like Visa, right? So it's not like some fucking rando like me. But also, he's not that focused on YouTube, right? It's like those YouTube videos are more like throwaway videos, and his tweets have like way better replies. So I think my tweets will have more or less the same kind of replies that I get now, a little bit better. Maybe I will have like 5,000 Twitter followers by then. And I think staying under 10,000 is like the sweet spot. When you get over 10,000, it's like it starts to be kind of annoying. Like you have to deal with bullshit more often. So I don't think I will get that. Well, maybe I should reserve this for the video. Actually not. I think I should talk about this right now. But yeah, I think I will have, for example, I'm sure, like here I said something like YouTube's still big, the internet, because like for some reason there is like some people who talk about like the metaverse or some shit like this. Fuck that. I think that it will be the internet, right? Maybe some motherfuckers will use like the metaverse for some shit or something like that, but no, like the internet as it is, it's what will be going. Like this is kind of my prediction. But, for example, I'm not confident at all that Twitter will still be the social network that I use often every day, right? I am more or less confident that YouTube will do things right and that they will still be, if not like the number one player in the video space or something, at least like it will be a big force and people will still be on it and watch shit on YouTube and that kind of thing, right? But I'm not confident that Twitter will be that place, to be honest. Yeah, but yeah, that is kind of my prediction, right? So that's why I mentioned, that's why I'm talking about my YouTube channel, but I'm not talking about my Twitter account, because like maybe my Twitter account like won't exist because of Twitter itself, right? Because Twitter will go down and like fucking, I don't know, like Elon Musk will do some dumb shit and Twitter will go to hell in like 5 years or something like this, right? It will go bankrupt. No one will put ads on Twitter and yeah, they will have to close it or something. Yeah. The first tweet is ChatGPT box because this is like why I wanted to make the video, right? This is what inspired me to make the video. I wondered if ChatGPT right now, if you look at it, ChatGPT. Well, you could write down that you are not sure about Twitter. True. But not sure about Twitter x.com. Lemao. For example, if you have ChatGPT here, you see a box, right? So the interface, well, Yeah, you get it, right? It's like a box, a text box, and all this. But the thing is, that here you have like the history. And my point is that I wonder if in like 10 years or something like this will not need to exist, right? If the box will just be the only thing. And if I want to say something, like I will just say, hey, remember what we were talking about? Like, remember what I asked you a couple of days ago about, I don't know, how to cook a book or how to cook, French fries. And it will say, yes, 10 years ago you asked me about how to cook French fries, and we said this. Do you want to hear more about, do you want to read the actual conversation or what, right? It will be like the actual box itself will englobe the whole thing. And I was wondering if that was going to be the case, right? And that is what made me think, okay, predictions for 2035. And my prediction, I don't know, this is kind of like the craziest prediction I'm going to make, right? Is that this will happen, right? That these kind of tools, they will get to the point where I can be like, where the personal assistant type vibe will be more, I don't know. I think they will actually get there, right? I think they will get there. It wouldn't be much of a prediction for the future, but I think it would be fine to write down what you thought at this point. What do you mean? Like the things that I'm thinking at this point? I mean, those things, I do it every month, right? Every month I status update. So those for me are kind of like that. So if in 10 years I want to know what was I thinking about in 2024, right? I will just go July 2024 status update, watch that video and be like, okay, I was thinking about that, right? Basically, that's the purpose of those videos. I think that would take a lot of storage to make GPT remember every convo with every person that ever typed in something. I mean, true, but I don't know how to explain this, because right now, like all of these conversations, like they are stored somewhere, right? The problem is that the model itself cannot read all of that at the same time. It has a limited context window, right? So you can only put like 100,000 words, more or less, into this chat. And then after 100,000 words, it doesn't read anymore. Like it starts cutting the beginning and all this, right? It's actually less than 100,000 words. So you are right in that sense, right? Right now, it cannot read a big quantity of text. But it's like they went from being able to read 8,000 words to 100,000 words to like 1 million words quickly, right? So once you get to something like 100 million words, it's like no one has ever written 100 million words, right? So I can give all of my diary entries. I can give all of my YouTube videos, all of my whatever, right? I can give it into it, and it will be a fraction of its capabilities, right? Of the capabilities of the model. That's my prediction, right? I think it's not like a crazy prediction. I think like if you ask some of these people, the AI people that sell the thing, they probably say, yes, we will be able to do it for sure, right? I don't know. I haven't checked, to be honest, but that's kind of the vibe I get from following some people and all this, right? Yeah, it's called like context window. It's like the window that you can work with. Context window GPT-4o. Yeah, for example, the Google model has like 2 million tokens. A token is less than a word, so 2 million tokens is like 1.5 million words. But who who has written 1 million, like 1 million words is a lot of words, right? It's like 1 million words doesn't mean you can upload all of knowledge to it and it can process it, right? But it does mean that you can basically give it a book, and like one book is, I don't know, how many words is the Harry Potter trilogy, for example? 1 million words, right? It's like you can give it one Harry Potter book and like it can read it all, like it can read literally every word and it takes it into account, and you can like ask it questions. You can tell it the book up, like tell me what I don't know what Harry Potter does when Dumbledore gets drunk or whatever, right? And it will be able to do those things, right? It has the information. So for a person like me, 1 million words, like this is the present, right? There are models, like they are talking about Google's models. I'm using ChatGPT that has like 100,000, but apparently Google is saying that they have 2 million. So like I could literally upload all of my notes, all of my YouTube video transcripts, all of my whatever, and be like, I don't know, for example, tell me how to make my life better or something like this, right? Or shit like that, right? Or taking all of this into account, blah, 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 right? Asking that question for what it is in the present. And my prediction for the future is that the context window will be so big that you can essentially talk to it like it will remember what you say forever, right? Basically, I can ask him, okay, how do I make fried potatoes? And it will tell me. And then if I 3 weeks later refer to that moment, it will remember, because the context window will be like essentially, for all intents and purposes and this kind of use, that big, right? So I'm not sure if it will take a lot of storage, right? Like storage, the storage amount is not a lot because it's just text. The problem is the capability of the model to be able to read that and to I don't know. I'm not an expert, right? So I'm not exactly 100% sure how it works. But yeah, it's like the capability, like the context window of the model, right? So the ability that the model has to take information that you give it. And the thing is that the storage amount is not a lot, right? Like how much storage is this? It's like kilobytes or something like that, right? It's like if I take, like if I upload 3 videos to my YouTube channel, I have already like uploaded 4 billion trilogies of this, right? I'm talking about text, right? Because these are language models. Maybe if we start to get like multimodal and I can like actually upload the actual video or something like this, and then I would say, okay, that is a lot of information, right? Because if I can upload the actual video and it can like, I don't know, for example, look at my expressions and it can say, oh, actually in second 45, you were sad or something like this. Or like a fly flew out of the window because it has the actual video, then I would be like, okay, yes, that is actually a lot of storage space that the model needs, right? If I can upload a video or upload a picture or something like this, because you can already upload pictures. But if you can upload a video of like, I don't know, I do a video in Kazakhstan and I tell him, where am I? And it says Kazakhstan or something. What can I do? Or like I make a video in Kazakhstan and it says, and I ask him, what can I do over here? And then 3 weeks later, I ask it, okay, remember when we were in Kazakhstan that I asked you blah, blah, blah. Can you tell me again what, or something like this? In that case, I would say that it would need a lot of storage, like proper storage. But for what I had in mind before, I'm not sure if I don't think that storage would be the problem. Yeah, basically, that was my... So yeah, I think the ChatGPT box, I meant it in this kind of language sense, like purely talking about text. Although I think people like the multimodal aspect, right? If I could upload a video to it, like they are probably like working on it. But I think those will go through separate branches, right? Like the pure text branch will go through this route of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that this text branch will keep some multimodality, but I don't know. I actually it has me thinking now. Because right now, the way it works is that I can tell him to analyze this picture, right? And it will say something. But it, like, the context window is what it is, right? So I assume, like, the way it works is that the picture, it converts it into text. That's what it does. And so if I take a picture or whatever, it will use like artificial intelligence to convert the picture into text. So it will internally say something like, this is a picture of a guy in front of a YouTube video screen or whatever, right? And that is the information that it keeps. So for example, I don't know. Here, let's see. Do I have something? I'm trying to find some picture to make the example. Yeah, for example. Based on, like, crea un, I don't know, algo basado en lo que ves en esta foto. Yeah. So for example, ChatGPT, like if I talk to it, it can read this picture, but then it will internally have it in text. The thing is that the actual platform of ChatGPT does have this image now uploaded as a resource, right? So this is now something that it is on like ChatGPT's servers. But like the information that the model has is just text still, as far as I understand it. So I don't think that the storage is the limit, for example. I still don't think it. Like, probably the amount of money that I pay for a month for this is already kind of taking all of the pictures and shit that I can upload into it in mind, right? And it probably has some kind of deletion method that they won't keep all of the actual images or whatever, right? I don't know, maybe not. But I think I'm going to start recording the video now. What should I do? Something like 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. making predictions about 2035. Well, first, I'm going to talk about some kind of worldwide predictions or more predictions that are not kind of related to me and are more like related to current events or something like this. And then I will talk about a couple of personal predictions of what, I don't know, I predict my life will be like. It's not a lot of predictions, but yeah, those are kind of the things I've thought of, some random things. Under personal 3, you wrote, I will have, but didn't finish the sentence. Yeah, but I will have another channel. That are a bit bigger and have captured an actual niche. Let's say. Oops, sorry. Okay, the first prediction may sound dumb, but this is the prediction that started the video, right? This is kind of the context plus first prediction. And it's that there will be like a ChatGPT box, aka, that the kind of ChatGPT will be not exactly ChatGPT, maybe another one, maybe other alternative, Claude, whoever, right? But there will be this kind of assistant that is more powerful than the one, like the interface will be similar. It will be just be a box, but this thing of like the history of the things that you have asked it won't be there because it will be the box, right? So you ask things to it and it remembers. So I will be able to be like, okay, instead of having this history that it can't retrieve, I will be like, okay, remember 2 days ago when I asked you how to make this recipe of fried eggs? And it will be like, okay, yes, what do you want to know about it? Here it is. Here is our conversation. Do you want to go back to it? What do you want to happen, right? It will be kind of more all-encompassing, and you will be able to, like, for example, you drop a PDF or whatever, and it reads it, and you talk about the PDF, and then 5 days later or a week later, you ask it, okay, remember that PDF, blah, blah, blah. I'm making a new book, or I'm writing a new book about this. Can you help me out with the information from that day? Something like that. It will have a kind of a deeper memory. This is kind of my prediction. Maybe it doesn't happen, but this is kind of what I predict it will happen. Maybe it will be integrated in the OS, like into Windows, for example. Microsoft has this kind of history that it can, AI-powered history tool. How is it called? Microsoft Recall, I think. Recall. Yeah, it's called Recall. It has this history tool where you can retrieve what you were doing at any moment in your PC or whatever, right? Yeah, it kind of takes snapshots every 5 seconds and analyzes your screen, so you can ask Microsoft Recall something like, can you retrieve this Excel document I was looking at whatever moment, and it helps you out, and it's smart, right? So I think it will be kind of powerful like that. So maybe you could be like, hey, remember this note that I wrote about my personal life? Like if you journal on your computer like I do, remember what I said, blah, 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 and it will be like, yes, what do you want me to do with this information, right? That kind of thing. Whoa. 3 minutes talking about the first point. Whoa. So annoying. My second point is, I don't know, a bit geopolitical, you could say, but it's that, well, less geopolitical and more like world economy based, but it's that there will be more Chinese stuff in the US worldwide. I am already seeing it in the present, right? In the present, I am seeing that China is exporting a lot of electric cars into Europe. Europe is complaining. It has put like more taxes on it or whatever. But I'm talking also in the US, right? right now the US market is pretty iPhone based, and there is like some side Android things, but mostly Samsung, you could say, right? I think that China will capture the US phone market and that the iPhone dominance will lessen. I don't know, it's kind of a vibe that I'm getting, right? Apple won't be able to sustain dominance like it has done until now. I think when we get to like the iPhone 35 or some shit like this, like it will be played out, right? There can't be an iPhone 35 for real, right? iPhone. It's funny because when I remember joke videos about the iPhone 12, right? When someone's having like a big screen like this and being like, this is the iPhone 12 in like 2008, right? Well, 2010, you could say. But I do have some that maybe it doesn't happen because of Taiwan, right? Maybe the Taiwan thing blows up and there is like the whole opposite situation and there is like an embargo. But unless that happens, I would say that China will keep, I don't know, being bigger and that, for example, an American person using a Xiaomi phone won't be like an extremely strange thing, right? It will be kind of common, right? Maybe iPhone will still be there or whatever, right? But it won't be like super revolutionary that someone is using a Chinese phone, right? I think because right now in China, in the US, it's hard to import a phone from China, and maybe they don't have like the Android Play Store if it's a Huawei phone, that kind of thing, right? My third prediction is that Lizzo or like someone fat. I was also thinking of like Ibai, a Spanish kind of celebrity. They will not be fat anymore, right? And it will be a media story, right? Like in the same way Adele's weight loss story has been like an important kind of media topic or whatever, there will like this thing will keep repeating itself, right? So in this case it will have to be some kind of celebrity that is now popular but that has declined a little bit, but that because of her weight loss the career is kind of, and my first guess was Lizzo because she's very iconic for being fat like Adele was, right? This is kind of my prediction. I really don't know what you are talking about with the Taiwan thing. Am I missing common knowledge again? Like Taiwan and China are kind of beefing, right? China says that Taiwan doesn't exist and that it's part of China, and Taiwan says that that is not the case. And there are like 6 countries worldwide that recognize like Taiwan's like sovereignty or whatever, like sovereignty as a country. And in like the trade agreements and all of this, Taiwan is not a proper country, right? It's called Republic of China is like their name, but it's called like China Taipei because China doesn't let people call it Taiwan because it would mean that it's like its own country or something like this, right? I also didn't know Adele lost weight. I think she looked better before. I think she looks better after, but yeah, she did lose like a lot of weight, and I'm not sure if she released music, but yeah, it was kind of big on Instagram or something like this, right? It's like it was kind of a subtle weight reveal, right? It's like suddenly she hadn't posted for a long time, and then suddenly she posts a new picture, and it's like she's very thin and all this, right? I think it was this picture. So yeah, I think Lizzo will be one, and my other alternative was like Ibai. Well, Ibai, he is already like losing weight and all this, and he has this kind of very public training regime and all this, so this is kind of obvious, but yeah, this was kind of the thing that popped to my mind, something that will keep happening, right? People who were fat, that came to mind as well were like kind of Rebel Wilson or something like this. But yeah, there are already pictures of her like thinner or something, right? So this kind of is something that has already happened, I guess. Then next prediction is that the internet/YouTube will be big, in contrast to like the metaverse or some shit like this that people come up with. My take is that no, people will keep using like regular websites and all of this, right? Like, or apps, that kind of shit. Like the current paradigm of apps that are basically websites and all of this will still be big. TikTok, for example, is still a website. I would probably say overweight in a video and not call them fat. Up to you, I guess. Fuck! Yeah, in 2035 I'm going to be cancelled or what? Do I have to record it all again? Fuck it, let's do it again. No, do not let the woke mob. No, okay, let's do it. That way I can also like make it shorter because the ChatGPT section became too long, I think. That would be kind of funny. Making predictions about 2035. I'm going to make some predictions that are kind of worldwide or more related to, I guess, the bigger world or the state of events outside of me personally, and then some that are more like related to me personally, but not a lot of them. The first one, and the one that inspired the video, was ChatGPT Box. So basically, when you have ChatGPT, this is the interface, right? A little text box, and then here a lot of like history, right? And my prediction was that I think in 10, 11 years, this won't be already a thing, right? You will not need the history because it will be embedded into the box itself. So ChatGPT will just be the box, right? Or like Claude or these kind of models will just be the box, and they work very well integrated, or I don't know. I'm not sure how, but I think they will work like this. Like you ask it, hey, what recipe did I ask you? Do you remember the recipe that I asked you for fried potatoes 2 days ago? Can you make that same recipe but with whatever? Or can you write me a story about that recipe for my kids? I don't know, whatever. But that it will know all of this context. Or remember that diary entry from 2013 that from 2026 that I wrote where I talked about my girlfriend, and it will say yes, blah, 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 this is what it said. What do you want me to do with it? And you will say, she's no longer my girlfriend anymore. Can you, I don't know, whatever. Can you help me get through it or whatever? But I think that it will have this capability, right? This bigger kind of memory, and that it will be able to retrieve those kind of things faster. Microsoft has this recall thing where you kind of, it's already integrated in your operating system. So maybe Apple will have this iPhone recall. I don't know. But the way it works will be kind of this deeper way where it has like this deeper context. and it will not be this kind of history thing, right? You will just need the tab or whatever. Sorry, the box, like the chat box, and it will do the rest. It's my intuition. The second is that there will be more Chinese stuff in the US or worldwide, for example, phones or cars or something, right? This is already kind of happening, and Europe already kind of put taxes on like Chinese cars or some shit because they were being too cheap. But I think they will keep growing, right? It won't be, for example, right now, if you drive a Chinese car, someone will probably be like, haha, Chinese car, something like this, right? But if you drive a Hyundai, I don't know, maybe some retard will make a comment or something like this, but it has to be like some dumbass, right? Here, obviously if it's a Chinese car, it's like, obviously it's a retard person. Fuck. I already said retard. I remake the video because I didn't want to make I didn't want it to say fat, and I say retard. Okay, let's re-record. Making predictions about 2035. I'm first going to make some worldwide predictions kind of related to worldwide events or to random shit that it's kind of outside of my scope, outside of what I can do, and then some personal predictions that I guess are kind of related to how I think my life is going to evolve in these 10 years or something like this. I don't know, just a couple dumb predictions. I mean, I don't mind, but I'm sure other will. The first prediction, and the one that inspired this video, was me thinking about ChatGPT, and this is the prediction that I've called ChatGPT Box. So the way ChatGPT works right now is that you have this text box and you ask it whatever, right? This is how it looks by default. But here in the left, you have this kind of sidebar with your whole history. And my point was that you won't need that alternative whatever, right? You will just have your box, and the box will know everything or whatever, right? This was kind of my interpretation of how this was going to evolve. I was wondering, okay, how will it look in 10 years? And my prediction is it will be the box, right? Maybe there will be other uses and you will be able to have access to other boxes, but you will have your box that you kind of trust for having a lot of your information and all this. And for example, it will be able to do it, right? So if you write notes, you will be able to be like, okay, remember that note I wrote about my girlfriend some time ago, that journal entry, right? Can you help me get over her? Or that kind of thing. Or can you, or fuck, I'm pretty sure that I wrote about, I don't know, that I asked you about how to make fried rice and that recipe turned out excellent. Do you remember what it was? And it will be like, okay, here it is, right? That kind of thing. Microsoft also has this kind of recall thing that is going to implement, and this is like integrated in the OS. But I think it works in a similar way, right? It's like you ask Microsoft, hey, remember that Excel document I had opened, blah, 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 right? So I think it will, like, this is the direction where it's going, and in 10 years, like, I will be able to use it. This is kind of my prediction, right? That I will be able to have some text box that I can ask these kind of things. The second prediction is that there will be more Chinese stuff in the US and to an extent worldwide, because worldwide, for example, Chinese phones are not rare. I'm using a Xiaomi phone right now, right? And it's a common phone here. But I think in the US, it will become more common to use kind of Chinese phones, right? So people using a Xiaomi Pro phone, or maybe I don't know, one of those foldable Chinese phones like an Honor foldable phone or something like this, those will become more common. And that Apple will lose a little bit of market share, I would say. Or also Chinese cars, right? This is already happening in Europe. There are a lot of Chinese electric cars that are coming, and Europe has put taxes into them or something like this, but like additional taxes. And I think that will kind of get erased and resolved, right? So I think that you will be able to walk down the street and see like some Chinese cars, and you will be like used to them, and you will be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to the dealership to buy an Xpeng car, right? I don't know, in the same way that Hyundai in the 90s was crazy, and now you see Hyundais everywhere. The same will happen with Chinese cars. This is kind of my take. Unless this is kind of the opposite scenario, but I think it's rarer, like some kind of Russia type deal. If the Russia Ukraine situation repeats itself in Taiwan, right? If Taiwan and China get in like actual war and that kind of shit, I could see that not happening if that is the scenario. But this is kind of a probability that I hold kind of less. I don't think it will happen. I don't know. Maybe it's naive of me to think that, but that is kind of what I think. My third prediction is that Lizzo or like someone overweight will not be overweight anymore and will go through like some radical shit. Like someone who was overweight and also like famous for being overweight, right? For example, Lizzo is famous for that, right? One of the reasons she was famous was because of her body positivity or whatever, right? And she will lose a lot of weight and media will cover that, right? And she will be like elegant and all this, or this kind of slender figure or whatever the fuck, and people will be like, whoa, right? This is kind of something that I think will happen in like 10 years or something like this. It kind of already has happened with Rebel Wilson and obviously Adele, right? And I think this history will repeat itself. In Spain, we have Ibai, who is also kind of famous for being like, pretty kind of overweight, and he's doing his own like physical journey right now, and he's posting it on TikTok or whatever. So I think this is more obvious that it will happen, but yeah, that's what I think will happen. Scatter MC, lol. Hey, how's it going? Long time no see. I'm making predictions about the future, by the way, as you can see. I will upload the video soon, so if you want to not miss the first predictions. My fourth prediction is that the internet / YouTube will still be big. I don't know, it's not some kind of crazy prediction, but I think, I don't know, there's some talk about Web3, the metaverse, that kind of shit. And I think at this point I can already tell that, I don't know, it's kind of snake oil, or if not snake oil, I don't know, it's sauce. So I think that the shit will run on web technologies. Like fucking TikTok is a web page, basically, right? YouTube is a web page. Facebook is a web page. Instagram is a web page. Like, those websites will kind of still be going. Maybe a new one will appear, like TikTok has appeared. I don't know. But the websites will go on. And YouTube will still be. This is kind of my bet. I'm making this video on YouTube for a reason, you could say, right? I think it will be going. Mr. Beast kind of gives me kind of confidence on YouTube for some reason, right? I think he will have like 500 million subscribers and some crazy shit like this, right? And he will keep making videos that get like 1 billion views every time, and like every Mr. Beast video will get 1 billion views or some shit like that for some reason, right? And that maybe they will be like 1.5 hours long videos, kind of documentary type shit, but with blowing up. I don't know. It will be crazy probably, right? I don't know how Mr. Beast is going to keep up, but I have a feeling that he kind of will sense the right way to keep up, right? Maybe he will release a podcast and the podcast will get like 500 million views per episode. I don't know. But yeah, I trust the website youtube.com, and in some reason, like Google, I trust that Google will do the right thing for YouTube, even though Google kills a lot of shit. But, for example, I don't trust Twitter. I wouldn't put my money on it, but yeah, I will keep using it and I still use it every day. But for example, I'm not sure if I will keep using Twitter every day in 11 years. I'm pretty sure I will keep watching shit on YouTube regularly in 11 years, right? But I'm not sure about Twitter. But I'm sure there will be some kind of website that replaces Twitter, or like maybe YouTube will have comment section that I like more. I don't know, threads.com from Instagram, whatever. I don't know. Did you say Lizzo is famous for being overweight? I mean, I said body positive or whatever, right? She is actually famous. Like, she is famous for making songs about being basically fat, right? For like being like a heavy girl or whatever, right? For being thick. And that, like the lyrics of her songs, I don't know. I don't think that's a controversial opinion, to be honest. Some of these are education assumptions, not even predictions. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not a risky guy predicting things. The ChatGPT prediction was, I guess, the one that inspired the video. I don't know. It's like, why? I don't know if they are educated as, I don't know. To me, they're the same, right? It's like, why would you predict things without education or like without thinking about it, right? It's like, then you are just saying things, right? I don't know. Maybe the word prediction is used for a different thing. Maybe it's like when you are like watching a football game and you are like, okay, 4-2. Spain is going to win 2-1 versus England. And you're like, why? I don't know, because yes, right? That kind of thing. Maybe that would be a prediction. Then I had a tweet that I made about like MIT open courseware and these kind of online courses, and this was kind of my prediction, right? 20 years ago, when MIT OCW started becoming a thing, we thought EdTech would change everything. 20 years later, has anything really changed? Sorry. And my take on that was that we are still early. So like in 10 years, I say 20, but I could see it in 10 years, it being like the stepping stones to that showing up, or like already this kind of big effect that I talk later happening. So I said 20 years of MIT OCW have probably had some mid effects. Most people don't give a shit, but perhaps some decent tail effects. Some MFs who couldn't have gotten tech jobs from them. So this is the present, right? 20 years of MIT OCW have had mid effects because like most people don't take this kind of free courses and don't take advantage of this kind of free material from the best university in the world in technical shit, right? But some people have, and have gotten probably like tech jobs and that kind of shit, right? And I also think that these initiatives were the ones that paved the kind of this rising edtech and this kind of rising course ecosystem that you see online, right? And I think if you ask many people, they will probably be like, okay, yes, I have bought an online course, right? Not everyone or not most people, but a lot of people. And I think in 10 to 20 years, right, the mid effect will increase, right? So most people, like you, if you ask some random guy on the street, they will be like, oh yeah, I took this online course from this influencer I liked about whatever the fuck, right? About nutrition or about how to read better, whatever, right? And they will be like kind of satisfied or whatever, right? Oh yeah, it was all right. I took the course and it was all right. And there will be some tail end examples that are huge, right? So some Indian billionaire will be from some fucking rural area in India, and they will be like in their speech to their investors or something. They will be like, thank you to MIT OpenCourseware because thanks to this I am able to whatever, and they will donate like $100 million to the MIT or something, some shit like that, right? I think there will be like an event like that, or some kind of big tail effect that arises from OCW, for example, from MIT OCW, or from some online course of like this, like Coursera, edX, these kind of things. Okay, now onto the personal ones. My first prediction is that I won't live in my parents' house anymore, unless I'm kind of, for some reason, in 11 years, 37 years old, for some reason, I am temporarily moving in back, but only temporarily for sure. This is my prediction. Please. The second prediction is that I will have between 70,000 to 150,000 net worth. Right now, I have 20,000. I put 20,000 with an annual additional contribution of like 4,000 annual with an 8 rate of return. I think my current rate of return of my index funds is like 6.9, 7, 8%, 7. I think it's like 7% or something like this. So I put 8. I don't know, 100,000. If I contribute 2,000, I get. It was 70k, so that's why the lower bar is 70k, because maybe I will only be able to contribute like 2,000 per year or some shit like that, which is a lot, which is not a lot. It's like 100, it's like $200 per month, but I don't know. I can see the 10 years that are coming like that, being grim like that. But there is also like a bigger, so maybe I am able to contribute a little bit more, I'm a little bit more affluent or something, I get a better job. I could see that as well. So I put 150 as like a, I don't know. This is what I expect, right? I could also see that I'm a millionaire for some reason, but I don't know. I'm not very confident about that. But I could see it, right? And I'm manifesting every day for it happening. Then the third is that my YouTube channel won't be huge, right? So unlike Mr. Beast, that on his this is my video for 5 years later or something. He made a video, and 5 years later he had like 40 million subscribers, and he was wishing for 1 million. I don't think this will happen. I think in this channel I will have like 2,000 subscribers or something like that. Like Visa's channel, right? Visa's channel, he's just talking, and he has like 5,000 subscribers, right? So it's not a lot, but it's something. Product of being online a lot of times and like making videos every once in a while, right? So I will keep making videos every once in a while. I will be consistent in that sense. So in that sense, I won't have like a huge amount of views, but I will probably have some views. Yeah, from just being online, posting shit online like this, posting the kind of random reflections, that dude done over a lot of years gets you a sizable audience, but not billions of people, right? But I do think that I will have like another channel that gets bigger and that has captured like an actual niche. I will fucking, some of my ideas list or whatever, I will fucking turn that into a channel for real and be able to work on that a little bit. I think that will happen. Inshallah, right? And yeah, these are kind of my public predictions for 2025. I will make a private video that is just more or less just for me to think like more personally about what is going to happen for me personally in my life, blah, blah, blah. In 2035, a message for me in 10 years. I will probably record this after stream or, I don't know, at night or something like this. But, and I may even upload it to YouTube so that it gets published in 10 years. I don't know, maybe I will do something like that. Or maybe I will do both, a very private one and one that is supposed to like pop up uploaded in 10 years. like this MrBeast video, right? This MrBeast video was set up to go public in 5 years. I will make one in 10. He has a video in 10 that is going to be uploaded in 10 years. So 10 years would be like October 2025. So next year, right? So yeah, maybe I will do one in 5 years or something like this, right? Maybe I will do that exercise as well, but that will be an exercise that I record privately, even if it's going to be uploaded publicly, and then I will also make a video that is going to probably be just private. But yeah, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video, and I don't have anything to recommend next. Sorry. Bye. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to upload this, timestamp this, and then close stream. Making predictions about 2035. I'm first going to make some worldwide predictions kind of related to worldwide events or to random shit that it's kind of outside of my scope, outside of what I can do, and then some personal predictions that I guess are kind of related to how I think my life is going to evolve in these 10 years or something like this. I don't know, just a couple dumb predictions. The first prediction and the one that inspired this video was me thinking about ChatGPT, and this is the prediction that I've called ChatGPT box. So the way ChatGPT works right now is that you have this text box and you ask it whatever, right? This is how it looks by default. But here in the left, you have this kind of sidebar with your whole history. And my point was that you won't need that alternative whatever. Your box will know everything or whatever, right? This was kind of my interpretation of how this was going to evolve. I was wondering, okay, right? That kind of thing. Microsoft also has this kind of recall thing that is going to implement, and this is like integrated in the OS, but I think it works in a similar way, right? It's like you ask Microsoft, hey, remember that Excel document I had open, blah, blah, right? So I think it will, like, this is the direction where it's going, and in 10 years, that people, I will be able to use it. This is kind of my prediction, right? That I will be able to have some text box that I can ask these kind of things. The second prediction is that there will be more Chinese stuff in the US, and my third prediction is that Lizzo or like someone of my third prediction is that Lizzo or like someone overweight will not be overweight anymore and will go through like some radical shit. Like someone who was overweight and also like famous for being overweight. Right? For example, Lizzo is famous for that. Right? One of the reasons she was famous was because of her body positivity or whatever. Right? And she will lose a lot of weight and media will cover that. Right? And she will be like elegant and all this or yeah, this kind of slender figure or whatever the fuck. And people will be like, whoa, right? This is kind of something that I think will happen in like 10 years or something like this. It kind of already has happened with Rebel Wilson and obviously Adele, right? And I think this history will repeat itself. In Spain, we have Ibai, who is also kind of famous for being like pretty kind of overweight, and he's doing his own like physical journey right now, and he's posting it on TikTok or whatever. So I think this is more obvious that it will happen. But yeah, that's what I think will happen. My maybe it does sound a bit harsh. It sounds like I mean, Lizzo is very famous for being a singer, right? Maybe that's not clear enough, but I will deal with that backlash. Like no one is going to watch this video anyways, right? And in 2035, I hope I'm ready to to deal with the consequences of that. But yeah, obviously she's famous for being a singer. But what I meant is that like her lyrics are very body positive based, and obviously her public image and her concerts and all that. I don't know. I think even if it's not clear when I said, my intentions were pure when I said it, so it's fine. Our prediction is that the internet/YouTube will still be big. I don't know, it's not some kind of crazy prediction, but I think there's some talk about Web3, the metaverse, that kind of shit, and I think at this point I can already tell that, I don't know, it's kind of snake oil, or if not snake oil, it's sauce. So I think that the shit will run on web technologies. Like fucking TikTok is a web page, basically, right? YouTube is a web page, Facebook is a web page, Instagram is a web page. Like those websites will kind of still be going. Maybe a new one will appear, like TikTok has appeared. I don't know, but the websites will go on, and YouTube will still be. This is kind of my bet. I'm making this video on YouTube for a reason. I think it will be going. Mr. Beast kind of gives me kind of confidence on YouTube for some reason. I think Let's see it positive. Maybe you will get comments about it.
right? And he will keep making videos that like a billion views every time, and like every Mr. Beast video will get a billion views or some shit like that for some reason, right? And that maybe they will be like 1 hour and a half long videos, kind of documentary type shit, but with blowing up.
I don't know. Maybe
It will be crazy, bro.
the good thing is that I will be able to make an apology video, right? I will be. I am sorry for this video. So yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I trust the website youtube.com, and in some ways, like Google, I trust that Google will do the right thing for YouTube, even though Google kills a lot of shit. But for example, I don't trust Twitter. I wouldn't put my money on it, but yeah, I will keep using it, and I still use it every day. But for example, I'm not sure if I will keep using Twitter every day in 11 years. I'm pretty sure I will keep watching shit on YouTube regularly in 11 years, right? But I'm not sure about Twitter. But I'm sure there will be some kind of website that replaces Twitter, or like maybe YouTube will have comment section that I like more. I don't know, threads.com from Instagram, whatever. I don't know. Then
what I meant was someone famously overweight, right? Lizzo was like famously overweight. I think that is a better phrasing than someone famous for being overweight, to be honest. But yeah, let's keep that in mind. Brewing famously overweight. I meant famously overweight, and I will blame it on me or my native English speaker. Like I'm not a native English speaker, so yeah, my words kind of dance around. I'm not as precise as I could be, right? That is my excuse for now. I had a tweet. I have a C1 level in English, not a C2, right? And actually, like, do you know what? I technically, like, I was looking at some requirements for exams. Like, there is like this state exam for, I don't know, it was like a position in data scientist, as a data scientist for like the Spanish government in some like statistics ministry or something like this, from the National Institute of Statistics in Spain. And those tests ask you for like a level in English or something. But it has to be a recent exam. And I'm like, what the fuck? So my exam expires for them, right? Technically, it doesn't expire. That's what they told us. But apparently, it expires for like the Spanish government. So I would have to take another exam. What the fuck? I mean, I would take it, but... And they organize like a way for you to take the exam on their terms, but I don't know, maybe I've lost English abilities, right? I think my speaking English abilities have increased, even if it doesn't appear so, but I don't know, like I've probably degraded my speech in some ways, or like I don't give a fuck, right? So it's probably not correct for like these kind of international test standards, right? I don't know, but I'm not worried about like my exam comprehension skills because of my listening and my reading are probably like perfect, but my writing is probably like tough. My grammar has probably decreased in a way, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I could take a test or something. I made about like MIT OpenCourseWare and these kind of online courses, and this was kind of my prediction, right? 20 years ago when MIT OCW started becoming a thing, we thought EdTech would change everything. 20 years later, has anything really changed? And my take on that was that we are still early. So like in 10 years, I say 20, but I could see in 10 years it being like the stepping stones to that showing up, or like already these are kind of big effects bigger happening. So I said 20 years of MIT OCW have probably had some mid effects. Most people don't give a shit, but also some decent tail effects. Some MFs who couldn't have gotten tech jobs from them. So this is the present, right? 20 years of MIT OCW have had mid effects because like most people don't take these kind of free courses and don't take advantage of this kind of free material from the best university in the world in technology, right? But some people have and have gotten probably like tech jobs and that kind of shit, right? And I also think that these initiatives were the ones that paved the kind of this rising edtech and this kind of rising course ecosystem that you see online, right? And I think if you ask many people, they would probably be like, okay, yes, I have bought an online course, right? Not everyone or not most people, but a lot of people. And I think in 10 to 20 years, right, the mid effect will increase, right? So most people, like you, if you ask some random guy in the street, they will be like, oh yeah, I took this online course from this influencer I liked about whatever the fuck, right? About nutrition or about how to read better, whatever, right? And they will be like kind of satisfied or whatever, right? Oh yeah, it was alright, I took the course and it was alright. And so there will be some tail I'm cooking. And examples that are huge, right? So some Indian billionaire will be from some fucking rural area in India, and they will be like in their speech to their investors or something. They will be like, thank you to MIT Open Courseware because thanks to this I am able to whatever, and they will donate like $100 million to the MIT or something, some shit like that. Right? I think there will be like an event like that or some kind of big tail effect that arises from OCW, for example, from MIT OCW, or from some online course of like Coursera, edX, these kind of things. Okay. Now on to the personal ones. My first prediction is that I won't live in my parents' house anymore unless I'm kind of, for some reason, in 11 years, 37 years old, for some reason, I am temporarily moving in back, but only temporarily for sure. So this is my prediction. Please. The second prediction is that I will have between 70,000 to 150,000 net worth. Please. The second prediction is that I will have between 70,000 to 150,000 net worth. Right now, I have 20,000. I put 20,000 with an annual additional contribution of like 4,000 annual with an 8 rate of return. I think my current rate of return of my index funds is like 6.978%. I think it's like 7% or something like this. So I put 8. 100,000. If I contribute 2,000, I get. It was 70k, so that's why the lower bar is 70k, because maybe I will only be able to contribute like 2,000 per year or something like that, which is a lot, which is not a lot. It's like $200 per month, but I don't know. I can see the 10 years that are coming like that, being grim like that. But there is also like a bigger, so maybe I'm able to contribute a little bit more, I'm a little bit more affluent, I get a better job. I would see that as well. So I put 150 as like a, I don't know, this is what I expect. Right? I could also see that I'm a millionaire for some reason, but I'm not very confident about that. But I could see it. Right? I'm manifesting every day for it happening. Then the third is that my YouTube channel won't be huge, right? So unlike Mr. Beast, then the third is that my YouTube channel won't be huge, right? So unlike Mr. Beast, that on his, in fact, this is my video for 5 years later or something. He made a video, and 5 years later, he had like 40 million subscribers, and he was pushing for 1 million. I don't think this will happen. I think in this channel, I will have like 2,000 subscribers or something. Like Visa channel, right? Visa channel, he's just talking, and he has like 5,000. The video fine, by the way, or it's like, has it? Channel won't be huge, right? Okay, no, it's alright. Right? So it's not a lot, but it's something. Product of being online at all times and like making videos every once in a while, right? So I will keep making videos every once in a while. I will be consistent in that sense. So in that sense, I won't have like a huge amount of views, but I will probably have some views. Yeah, from just being online, posting shit online like this, posting like random reflections, that done over a lot of years gets you a sizable audience, but not billions of people, right? But I do think that I will have like another channel that gets bigger and that has captured like an actual niche. I will fucking, some of my ideas list or whatever, I will fucking turn that into a channel for real and be able to work on that a little bit. I think that will happen. Inshallah. Right? And these are kind of my public predictions for 2025. I will make a private video that is more just for me to think like more personally about what is going to happen for me personally in my life, blah, blah. In 2035, a message for me in 10 years. I will probably record this after stream or I don't know, at night or something like this. And I may even upload it to YouTube so that it gets published in 10 years. And maybe I will do something like that. Maybe I will do both, a very private one and one that is supposed to like pop up uploaded in 10 years, like this Mr. Beast video. Right? This Mr. Beast video was set up to go public in 5 years. I will make one in 10. He has a video in 10 that is going to be uploaded in 10 years. So 10 years will be like October 2025, so next year, right? So maybe I will do one in 5 years or something. Maybe I will do that exercise as well. That will be an exercise that I record privately, even if it's going to be uploaded publicly. And then I will also make a video that is going to probably be just private. But yeah, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video, and I don't have anything to recommend next. Sorry. Bye. Making predictions about 2035. Fuck it, let's put an end card. Let's recommend some video. Fuck it, let's put something like my last video, right? Because when it's 2035, my last video, like, wonder what that will be. Like, wonder what let's see. Maybe the best option for the user. Fuck it, let's do that. Will be an active for watching this video. It's going to probably be just private. But yeah, goodbye. Thank you for watching this video, and I don't have anything to recommend next. Sorry. Bye. It's true because that is not me recommending. This is YouTube recommending based on your tastes, right? So I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. I don't have anything to recommend, sorry. But YouTube does. Boom. Check that out. Bye bye bye. Could be interesting. Yeah, that also, like, last video could be interesting, but I think I will keep it to YouTube. Maybe like in 10 years. Like 10 years is a fuck ton of time, right? 10 years ago, 2014, like YouTube existed, YouTube had end cards, but I'm not sure if videos with end cards from 10 years ago still have those same end cards. Were there annotations on 10 years ago on YouTube? Público, copiar, publicar. Let's ask ChatGPT to generate it. Can you generate 3 thumbnails for a video that's called My Predictions for 2035? And I'm going to upload a photo of me, sorry. React to the video in 10 years on stream. I mean, that's definitely happening. Like, if I'm, like, I don't know, I think I overextended my, in 11 years, a lot of things can happen, right? Like, maybe I'm dead in 11 years, or like maybe there are reasons why I don't want to react to this on stream, right? But I think I should do it, to be honest. Like, maybe I'm a private person in 10 years. Like, that's not a radical, like, that's not a super radical change. Like, maybe I have friends and I don't feel like whatever, right? Yeah, I could. Oh. I'm just going to keep insisting until it does it. Oh shit. It read my descriptions. Wait, is it going to regenerate just one picture that is kind of divided in 3? Can I upload the whole text of the video? I should stop doing this, by the way. Because all of these videos are in my channel. Like, someone has my email, probably, no? I mean, I don't care about it, to be honest, but it's probably bad. Like, in 10 years, for example. I mean, it's kind of fire though, right? Am I crazy? Or the text is pretty clean? I think I may use it. I don't know what the fuck this is, but I like it. Lol. No fucking idea. I think it read Chinese car, so it put some Chinese shit. AI, Chinese flag. What the fuck? This is San Francisco. What the fuck? Chinese. YouTube taxi. A flying plane. The random bridge just going into the video. Yeah, I like it. Chat G box. AI. I love it. I love it. I think I'm going to generate all of my thumbnails with AI from now on. But I want my face to be in them. Can I do it? I think the problem is that it cannot do it. No. No, cancel. Holy fuck. Why are the cars driving like that? Drift. Maybe it knows that my name is Coscroller Drift or what? Okay, I'm going to do something like this. I'm going to do the face like that. And white. That will do. Can you overlay the thumbnail? Can you put the thumbnail behind me? I think it will tell me, no, I can't, or something like this, but. Or maybe it can. What the fuck? No, it can't. Or what is it? What is it doing? What? No. No. Can't you just make the thumbnail full screen and make a screenshot? Yes, the problem, that is what it, yeah, for what it's doing, yes. For what it's doing, yes, because it's the thing that it's going to actually do if it achieves it, yes, it's better to do what I was to do what you say. But I wanted to like input my image, generate something on it, right? Because I don't want to do it, but I think it can't do the face thing, but I don't know. Maybe it will put something like Aishan dude with long hair or something. Yeah, it didn't say that. It told me to run to download an editor. Yeah. Use an editor like whatever. Open the screenshot image, download the image, whatever. Resize your photo. Like that. Problem is that it's not me, but meh. Okay, let's. Can't I like fucking say something like I don't know. It has to be 16 by 9. I was joking. It has to be 16 by 9. Can you make it so that the image that I've sent doesn't cover the text you create? I think it doesn't understand this shit, but let's try. Whoa, what the fuck? Why is it so realistic? Why that this guy has long hair? This guy doesn't have long hair. Okay, let's say something like half Asian, half Spanish. I don't think it will capture myself correctly, but featuring long dark hair, shoulder length, long black hair, wearing headphones and speaking into a microphone, situated to the bottom right, situated to the right of the frame, situated in the right third of the frame. Background should be futuristic with elements like AI technology, included text. I want to say no beard, but the problem is that if you tell it no beard, it generates a beard because the word beard is in there. And a shaven face. AI, YouTube, cars, Chinese, and American element, and a Chinese city skyline, let's say. Fuck it. Is there a celebrity with a similar hairstyle? Maybe you can reference someone else. I say shaven, but it doesn't. Can you make him shaven and situated on the right third of the picture? no, ni puto caso, tío. No, doesn't listen. Samurai guitarist. Let's see if it responds to my cries of help. To be honest, this one could be like, I don't know. Baby. Spanish. A fucking jaguar. I think it's over. I'll just fucking put, but I will take some of these thumbnails anyways. Whoa, what the fuck? This is uncanny. Shaven fucking retarded goatee. Still. Use keywords like K-pop or something like that. I think the problem with clean shaven is that it. Let's see. Can you remove the clean shaven words and just say the K-pop idol resemblance? Because as far as I can tell, there are no fucking K-pop idols with beards. Yeah, what the fuck? It did it. Let's go. It doesn't look any. Let's see how this works. The glasses from Harry Potter. Maybe I will have to buy one of those. Harry Potter glasses. Mira, look, this guy doesn't. And he looks like a fucking nerd, so maybe. I mean, everyone looks like a fucking nerd, to be honest. But yeah, it's like 7 out of 8 are Harry Potter glasses. No, we're back again with the beard. Let's regenerate. Maybe Asian people who get their pictures taken maybe this one. Bro. It looked like eerily close to like this kind of racist World War II characters from the Japanese. This one is actually kind of fine, but it puts this fucking thing. What are these pictures generated? Lol. I like this one the most. Fuck it, let's download this one. Where does it say video? YouTube thumbnail. Uh, 16 by 9 image. I like this one too. Let's see. Fuck it. No. Okay. Doesn't matter. I thought this was kind of bomb too. This one too. Fuck it. I wonder if YouTube Studio works now because it doesn't. It used to not work on my Chrome browser, but it seems like it works now. Where are these pictures, bro? Bro, they are WebP pictures. What the fuck? So stupid. I mean, WebP images are way smaller, I will say. Ah, sigh. Let's do it. Lol. I probably spent more time fake generating these fucking images than actually recording the video, but what images is he using? This and this, I think. Okay. Okay, links. What did I use? Microsoft Recall. Microsoft Recall page. Boop. MIT OCW tweet. Boop. It's fine, it's often more work to edit the video and make everything than the recording part, no? Actually true. Okay. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow, I don't know again what I will do. Maybe I will come up on the spot, because today's video idea was actually from yesterday. Like yesterday's swimming was when I got yesterday's video idea and today's. So today I didn't get any ideas. So I don't know what I will do tomorrow. But maybe I will keep talking about the game design thing from yesterday. I don't know. See ya.